remarks. Honorable Minister.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. You're watching the flag off of the railway station, I think at Oduduwa. You've been seeing, those of you watching earlier would have seen Buhari in between the shots and everything. So let's see what's going on. I just want to make sure you guys are hearing me. 1 second, please. 1 second. Make sure that's there. 1 second.
The President.
Okay, yeah, you can.
Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. President
now,
Muhammad Buhari.
Here. Watch.
The Speaker.
Can you see? Just keep an eye on
the
him.
House of Representatives.
He's wearing the mask in a different way from everybody else.
The executive governors of Lagos and other governors here
this one is
present.
asleep.
Our chief host.
That's
Honorable Minister of Transportation.
For Ogun State, former governor.
The senators here present. The DG Limasa.
And this one, the speech earlier was talking. I don't
General
know
Officer commanding senior military officers, heads of military organizations, captains of industries, members of the diplomatic corps, distinguished invited guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I am indeed honored and delighted to be part of this historic commissioning of the integrated national security and waterways protection infrastructure, otherwise known as Deep Blue Project.
Consent via referendum before
it is heartwarming to note that despite Mr. President's busy schedule, he still compassionately accepts to personally grace this occasion. This is to buttress his personal commitment towards national security, particularly as it concerns the Nigerian Exclusive Economic Zone. With the commissioning of this laudable project, the dream of repositioning the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA, into a high professional and more effective maritime body is gradually coming to a reality. This dream, of course, would have become a mirage without the kind cooperation of the armed forces of Nigeria for providing its personnel to man various aspects of the project, including the air asset, the maritime, and the land asset.
Who are you protecting from? The
You
citizens
will recall
that
one of the key objectives of Mr. President Muhammad Buhari administration has been to ensure Nigeria is an investment-friendly environment through the provision of security for lives and properties. With the increasing wave of criminality in the Gulf of Guinea, there is no doubt that the need to establish a more sustainable architecture for increased monitoring and compliance enforcement within Nigerian economic zone is very apparent and a reality. In furtherance to this goal, therefore, the Deep Blue Project was conceptualized by one of the patriotic and visionary leaders of our time, that is the Honorable Chibuki Rotimi Amechi, the Honorable Minister of Transportation, to curb the menace of piracy in the exclusive economic zone. The aim is to stabilize and increase economic activities in this environment with a view to reclaiming the huge foreign exchange that is hitherto been lost to piracy in the Nigerian maritime environment. Equal to all this due process, the contract for the Deep Blue Project was executed in May 2016. 2017 between the Ministry of Transportation on behalf of the federal government and Mrs. HLS International.
Exactly. Must they commit?
Further to these development efforts,
So let me just do this.
have been geared towards the successful implementation and delivery of the contract. It is heartwarming to mention today that the air assets, such as the special mission aircraft, the helicopters, and the unarmed aerial vehicles needed for this project has been produced and procured. The maritime assets, such as the helicopter, interceptor, and the boats, and special mission vessels, are also on the ground.
Are you listening?
These maritime assets, such as the interceptor boats and special mission vessels, are also on the ground. In addition, the armored vehicles, about 6 of them, required for the ground operations, have also been delivered. Furthermore, most of the requisite training, both local and international, for personnel that will variously man the aspect of the project have been conducted. Let me add that the Command and Control Center, which is the hub of the project, which is headed by the military personnel, is currently in full operation. On this note, I want to emphatically point out that Nigeria is now well positioned to aggressively address and curtail the menace of piracy in our exclusive economic zone. With the deep project, the scope and reach of the armed forces of Nigeria and the NIMASA have been greatly expanded to now ruthlessly deal with all forms of criminalities in our waters. It should also be noted that this effort in particular is geared towards a steadily diminishing the space of piracy and the nefarious activities in the economic zone. I am sure that this bold step taken by the Ministry of Transportation will mark the end of insecurity and other unwholesome operations in the Nigerian maritime domain. At this juncture, I would like to stress the need for careful use of these project equipment and their continuous maintenance. It is imperative to note that critical assets such as these we have just handled with absolute care should be handled with absolute care and promptly be maintained to prevent gap in its utilization. It is pertinent also to emphasize continuous training of project personnel, as it is apparent that these criminal elements will continue to develop strategies of evading compliance with their maritime objections and obligations, which of course will cost Nigeria useful foreign exchange. I want to see this opportunity to once again acknowledge the gesture of Mr. President for approving the project and ensuring that it sees the light of the day. I want to also appreciate the efforts of the steering committee for leaving stone unturned in the actualization of this project. Let me also place on record the effort of the project monitoring team for ensuring that the project is implemented in line with the letter and the spirit of the contract agreement. Last but not the least, I want to appreciate the efforts of the contractor, Mrs. HSL International, that have assiduously worked over the years to deliver the project on record. I thank you, Mr. President, and thank you all, and God bless.
want to thank you, sir. The Minister of Defense has explained much about the Deep Blue project. The assets of the Deep Blue project are certainly enough to keep undesirable elements away from Nigerian high seas. To unravel the top-level assets for the ONBOX task of securing Nigeria's high seas and waterways, permit me, Your Excellency, to invite the contractors, Homeland Security International, to give some explanation. I'd like to please appeal that we keep it very short. Thank you very much indeed. Please come forward.
His Excellency, Mr. President, I will try to be short because the main operational demonstration is on the vessel. Mr. President, Honorable Ministers, Honorable Governors, Service Chiefs, DG Nemasa, Chairman of the Maritime Committee from House of Reps and Senate, International Committee members, Honorable guests. Thank you. The Deep Blue project is a strategical maritime security turnkey solution. As such, it was designed to improve the capacity and operational capabilities of the stakeholders that got the mandate to do so by the government. The Deep Blue project is about prevention, is about intelligence and technology. But more than any other thing, is about collaboration between those stakeholders. This project is an outcome of a strong leadership that is ready to do everything possible in order to improve the safety and security, as well as to protect the life and properties at the EEZ of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And by doing that, to create a safe environment for the maritime sector. But more importantly, the project was designed by the Honorable Minister, by the government of Nigeria, is owned by the government of Nigeria, is run by the government of Nigeria, and works 24/7 for the people of this nation. Mr. President, honorable guests, it's an honor for HLS International to take part in this major, important project. We have delivered the assets, we have completed the training abroad, and now is just the time for collaboration, stability, and strong infrastructure that will make this project to be and take Nigeria to the next level. On behalf of the management of HLSI, we would like to thank all of you, but specifically the members of the steering committee, Honorable Minister of Transportation, Honorable Minister of Defense, thank you very much. All the service chiefs that are taking serious part in that committee, the PMT committee, which is the implementation committee, with all the security agencies, chaired by the Director of Joint Services from the Ministry of Defense, that is doing an amazing job. I'd like to thank Nemasa. This dream to become a reality. DG Nemasa, his executive directors, all members, thank you very much. Thank you all.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching so-called a flag off. Can you see the amount of energy they're putting into
so very much.
Commissioning
Homeland
a railway station?
Security
They've shut down entire streets.
the contractor for the Deep Blue project. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the day is fast spent. But we understand that the relationship between vessels and women is long-standing. The naming of that, which traverses the sea, whether there is a storm or is a settled sea, it's an analogy to the role of women in homes, come rain, come shine. The Ministry of State for Transportation
vote
the
on,
lovely
they are all fraudsters.
Bimshola
We have a
Saraki
decree
will now step
24
forward
of
in the symbolic
1999.
naming
That is what?
of the
Promulgation
vessel.
decree.
Excellency should perform a symbolic ceremony,
There's a
after which
word I'm going
Mr.
to
Stover
print
will
out now.
invite you
It's
to do
called
the needful. Thank you, sir, for your patience.
Irolobadi. Let's put it down. Irolobadi. Let me do that now. Irolobadi. So they're going to do more, you know, we might as well be a Fulani nation. Everything you're seeing are Fulani except for one or two people.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. I seek your indulgence to stand on existing protocol and now have the singular honor on behalf of Mr. President to name and christen the vessel. So here goes. Wait, please. I don't know. We're not very good at sports, so we're trying. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, no. Okay, ready? We don't want people to think women can't do everything. So yeah, go. Oops. Oh well. May God bless her and all who sail in her.
Thank you very much. Honorable Minister of State Transportation, distinguished Senator Bimshola Saraki. Thank you very much. Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, now that the symbolic naming has been done, just before the President flags off and cuts the tape, let me just quickly announce that for the inspection of the aircraft, the President will be accompanied by the governors here present, the Ministers of Transportation, the Chief of Air Staff and the Chief of Naval Staff, and the DG NIMASA, as well as all the ministers here. The rest of us will dutifully remain at our positions, please. Those who will accompany the President to inspect the aircraft, Chief of Air Staff, Chief of Naval Staff, the ministers here present, the DG NIMASA, and the governors. Thank you very much. Now, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me now invite, this is a security situation, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, the President Muhammadu Buhari, make his remarks, flag off, and cut the tape. Mr. President, sir.
Please sit down. Thank you. Speaker, House of Representatives, governors of Lagos, and the other governors accompanying him, Honorable Minister of Transportation, Defense, and other ministers, members of the National Assembly, Director General NIMASA, Service Chiefs, Senior Government Officials, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to be here for this official flag-off ceremony of the Integrated National Security and Waterways Protection Infrastructure Project in Nigeria, the Deep Blue Project. This project has been initiated to bolster the maritime security architecture and ensure greater enforcement action within Nigerian waters and beyond. This assemblage of new maritime security assets is coming at a critical time when global discussions are centered
on piracy activities and the new dimension it has taken in the Gulf of Guinea region. With the world's waters accounting for over 80% of transportation requirements of the global economy, concerted efforts and innovative actions are required to address attendant security challenges. Therefore, the flag off of the Deep Blue project marks an important milestone in this regard and in our collective efforts to tackle security challenges in the form of piracy and maritime crimes in Nigeria and the Gulf of Guinea. It is also a demonstration of government's strong commitment to ensuring security. This intervention, no doubt, will facilitate a conducive environment for the maritime sector to thrive and contribute to the diversification of the Nigerian economy. The Deep Blue project is a critical step towards the realization of maritime security in the region, which underscores Nigeria's commitment in providing the necessary framework and resources in cooperation with other nations and maritime users. This is evident in the recently established Gulf of Guinea Maritime Collaboration Framework by Nigeria and the Inter-Regional Coordination Center, Yaoundé, through the facilitation of NIMASA Industry Joint Working Group to tackle maritime security in the region. This forum is to help galvanize regional and international efforts to ensure security in the Gulf of Guinea. The main focus is counter-piracy and armed robbery prevention by bringing together regional, international, industry, and the NGO partners to advance and coordinate near-term maritime activities with a view to working towards a set of common operational objectives off the coast of West and Central Africa. I therefore commend this initiative and use this opportunity to call on member states and other stakeholders to join and work collectively in pursuit of this common objective, and most importantly, keeping our seafarers safe. I am confident that the project, which provides a robust maritime security architecture, will enhance maritime domain awareness capability and improve law enforcement action, particularly in the prosecution of suspects under the Suppression of Piracy and Other Maritime Offences Act, which I signed into law in June 2019.
Can you guys see the further?
In this regard, I have been informed that since the coming into force of the law, 10 convictions have been secured for various offences under the Act. This flag off is an important step in the continuing shift in strategic action about regional maritime security. It will serve as a benchmark for member states in the Gulf of Guinea and other relevant stakeholders to further develop innovative strategies and align efforts with the subsystem framework to improve maritime security in the region. I commend the Honorable Minister of Transportation, Honorable Minister of Defense, the Chief of Naval Staff, the Director General NIMASA, members of the steering committee,
Notice when he mentions NIMASA sent
and all other government stakeholders who have worked together to bring this initiative
not enemies, civilians. This is all a fraud.
As we begin the operationalization phase of the project, I wish to assure you of government's commitment to ensure its sustainability and invite all critical stakeholders to work collectively in this direction for the greater benefit of all Nigerians, member states of the Gulf of Guinea, and the global maritime community. I hereby flag off the Deep Blue Project. Thank you, and God bless the Federal Republic.
No, R.I.P. Nigeria. R.I.P. Nigeria.
Now, with inspection, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, the governors,
R.I.P. Nigeria.
the service chiefs, DG Nimasa, thank you.
You see, it's all of this is all the plan. What you see? You will never see a close up. You see.
Having flagged off the Deep Blue project, President Muhammadu Buhari is now inspecting some of the assets.
Well,
this,
look at his
the
neck.
helicopter you've just seen, is just one of the many assets procured for the Deep Blue projects. You have the one and the Command, Control, Communications, Computers and Intelligence Center, the C4I Center. There are 16 armored vehicles for coastal patrol and a 340-strong maritime security unit personnel, which is specially trained for interdiction. There's also the air assets. You just saw the helicopter, 2 special mission aircraft for surveillance of the exclusive economic zone, as well as 3 special mission helicopters for search and rescue, and 4 unmanned aerial vehicles, that's UAVs, or what you could call drones, as well as sea assets comprising of 2 special mission vessels and 17 fast interceptor boats. So this is really air, land and sea approach to securing Nigeria's waters and of course the Gulf of Guinea at large. The Deep Blue project, that's the code name. But the longer term is the integrated national security and waterways protection infrastructure. The president just cutting the ribbon, yet again symbolic of the official flag-off and commissioning of the Deep Blue project. As you may have heard some of the speakers from the Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, speaking about the Gulf of Guinea being one of the most volatile in the world, actually. So this is expected to curb those incidents of piracy, attacks, and the rest. I think that's one of the unmanned aerial vehicles being inspected by President Muhammadu Buhari. One of the 4, I believe, 4 unmanned aerial vehicles are meant to be part of the, equipment and the assets for the Deep Blue project.
Are you listening? Are you all listening? Let's go in here now. Let me see.
Well, I see the DG of NIMASA, Mr. Bashir Jamo, just briefing the president on perhaps the capabilities of the unmanned aerial vehicle. You can see the Speaker of the House of Representatives accompanying the President, the governors of Southwest states, the governor of Oyo, you have the governor of Ekiti, and of course the host, the governor of Lagos, is also there, ministers as well, the Minister for Transportation, the Minister of Information and Culture, There you see the Minister of Works and Housing touching one of the boats, as it were. So basically, the president is inspecting some of the assets procured for the Deep Blue project. That's the short name. The longer name is Integrated National Security and Waterways Protection Infrastructure, and it's essentially meant to secure Nigeria's waterways and the Gulf of Guinea at large. I mean, the volume of shipment that go across the waterways demand better protection, and of course it has its effect on the economy. Nigeria essentially relies on a lot of revenue from that area, so keeping that area safe, the waterways safe, means that we can get more from that sector and ensure that it boosts the economy at this time when Nigeria can do a lot with revenue.
That is I'm putting the picture there so you can see it.
So those there you see one of the land vehicles, one of the armored vehicles being inspected by the president. I mean, these are just some of the major assets to be used in the Deep Blue project. Just a quick run through of the assets: 16 armored vehicles for coastal patrol, and of course you have the men to 340 strong maritime security unit personnel. There's also 2 special mission aircraft for surveillance, 3 special mission helicopters for search and rescue. I mean, we've had cases of piracy, abductions, kidnappings on the waterways, so it's expected that these assets will keep the waterways much safer. As well as 4 unmanned aerial vehicles, we saw one of them earlier on, as well as sea assets, 2 special mission vessels, and 17 fast interceptor boats. Just a reminder of what the Deep Blue project is meant to ensure. It's meant to enforce maritime regulations, enhance safety of lives at sea, prevent illegal activities in the inland waterways. And this is actually a federal government project initiated by the Federal Ministry of Transportation and Defense. And earlier on, the Minister of Transportation actually owned the project, and he spoke about some of the obstacles in his way to trying to achieve this. And today, it is happening. So it's been implemented by NIMASA, but not NIMASA alone. NIMASA is partnering with the armed forces, the Nigerian police, the Department of State Services, and other security agencies, which is why you see the service chiefs, the Minister of Defense, all present today, because this is a collaboration, essentially, the air, the sea, land, and the rest. The president came with this team today. You can see the ministers, the governors, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, and other dignitaries present there.
I mean, I'll take a picture. You can stop this as well. Take a picture. Look at that face and look at what you see on the screen. I'm giving it to you so you can see it yourself. I want you to make comparisons. You will know. You yourself will know if this man is the real man or if it's something else. Just, I'm not going to tell you what to think. I'm trying to get you to make a decision yourself. Look at that.
Well, if you just joined us, you're watching a live coverage of the flag of the Integrated National Security and Waterways Protection Infrastructure, the Deep Blue project for short. President Muhammad Buhari has flagged it off. It has been commissioned, which means that this will be in operation any moment from now. Earlier on, the president was in another part of Lagos to commission yet another project at the Mobolaji Johnson Railway Station in Ebute Metta. That's for the commissioning ceremony of the 157-kilometer Lagos-Ibadan rail project. It's been a long time coming for that project especially. So the president earlier on officially commissioned commercial operations of the rail project. And interestingly, the president actually arrived this venue by rail.
Please keep looking yourself. No, I'm not.
So, having commissioned the Deep Blue project, President Muhammad Buhari now heads on to another venue, the Police College Ikeja, for another engagement. But pending that time, Channels Television now resumes our lineup of normal programming.
You tell me. I will go back and show you some places.
You've been watching a live Channels Television event.
Let me pull it back. I want to pull it back. Now let me see.
Letter
I
and
want
the
to show you
spirit of
something. I want to show you a bit about him. And I want you to watch as you're seeing
Aircraft.
the video. And you tell me.
Defense
Now, watch that
and
face.
other
When it
ministers,
looks up, I will freeze it.
members of the National
Now, look closely at that face. Tell me if it's the same face. Let me do something. Let's do this. Tell me, is it the same person? Same face, so. Tell me, is it the same person? Simple. Is it the same person? Is it the same person? Is it the same person? That is the question I want you to just think about it for a second and look at that face. Is that the same face? Is it the same face? You see? Leave comments. Make your own judgments. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, I also want to put in, I'm going to make sure I put in the June 12 thing here. June 12 will take place. I'm going to just make sure, I want to type it in quickly whilst we're doing that. So put it in here. So I'm going to put it across the screen so that we all have that in mind. Here we go. So I'm going to put this. June 12th rally will take place in the following areas. Watch this now. Please watch. So whilst you're thinking of contemplating the picture, I'm freezing it, and I'm freezing it for a reason. I want you to keep looking at that. Tell me if it's the same person. Tell me. June 12 will take place at the following locations all over the world. So all over the world. So Ogun State, Abeokuta. Yeah. So you will see it come up. Ogun State, Abeokuta. I'm just typing it up, but leave your thoughts. I want you to leave your thoughts on whatever platform you're watching me. Leave your thoughts. The man that you see in the picture, are they one and the same? You tell me. I don't know, but you tell me. Now, let's go. So, Abeokuta, Ogun State. Trafalgar Square, London. So, I'm going to put it all. So, you will see it rolling across the screen. But I wanted to just Trafalgar Square, London. In Italy as well, I believe. I can't remember the Italy. I'll just put Italy. And I'll try and see if I'll update it as I get that information as to which part of Italy. I think it's the capital, but I'm not sure. Canada as well. It's going to be in Canada. US, Washington. US, Washington, D.C. I'm just giving you this information so that we know that it's going to happen. Washington, D.C. And I'll put in brackets from the 10th to the 12th. From the 10th, which is tomorrow, I believe. Today is the 9th, isn't it? What's today's date? Is it then? Oh, today. From today. Yeah, from the 10th. So from today, from 10th of June to 12th of June. So I'm just going to put it down. I will update this as we go along, but I want you to think about what I'm showing you. I want you to think about it. Copy. Okay. Now I'm gonna try and let that scroll straight away. Forgive me if it's a little bit on the off the cuff, but the message is important, and I want you to be able to have that message. So I'm gonna go just. But the question remains: the man you see in the picture. Yes. What do you think? What do you think? The man you see in the picture. What do you think? Thank you very much, Leah Yodele Ogushaki. What do you say? Just keep, leave your comments on all the platforms. Tell me if you believe it's the same man. That's fine. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm not able to do that. It's not my role to judge anybody. I'm just telling you to use your own eyes. Use your own eyes. Don't believe what you're being told. Use your own eyes. When you use your own eyes, you will know. I don't have to even say anything more about it. Now, whilst he's talking, I'm going to play. I will play for a little bit, but I'm going to try and, forgive me, I'm going to try and make that thing clearer so you can see it in the background. So you will have a background to it. Right, okay. So let me just drop that here. So I want you to see that June 12 will take place. Hang on. Okay, beg your pardon. I need to adjust that. What's that? No. So let me just go. Now. So just bear with me. I'm trying to do it as we go along. I don't want to. So, now I'm gonna play. Let me play it for a while, and you watch that picture. Let's listen now. We don't even have to listen, but the voice is not even the same. But
Assembly Director General Nimasa, Service Chiefs, Senior Government Officials, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to be here for this official flag-off ceremony of the Integrated National Security and Waterways Protection Infrastructure Project in Nigeria, the Deep Blue Project. This project has been initiated to bolster the maritime security architecture and ensure greater enforcement action within Nigerian waters and beyond. This assemblage of new maritime security assets is coming at a critical time when global discussions are centered on piracy activities and the new dimension it has taken in the Gulf of Guinea region. With the world's waters accounting for over 80% of transportation requirements of the global economy, concerted efforts and innovative actions are required to address attendant security.
I'm pausing it again. So look up. Now let's look up again. Look up. Can you see the chin is broader on this one? And the chin is rather almost pointed on the other one. I'm just asking, Neil. I'm just asking. I know no buko. I just ask question. Which you not think? She na be the same man, I be na other one. Now which you not think? Me, I just wonder. I just want to know. I know no book. Me, I know. So I'm just gonna I just want make we look at. We don't look at. You see the now different person completely to me, but I don't know. Now how will I see? Now how will I take see? So meanwhile, June 12th is going to happen in those areas. I will add more areas to it as we get it, but I'm just giving you information, and I want you to make a very informed decision yourself about what you see, about what your eyes see. Don't allow anybody to tell you anything else. You judge yourself. Don't take my word for it even. Don't. I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to think about it yourself and decide if what you're seeing is actually what it is. So anyway, so I've got this, you've got the locations of June 12 taken in the protest. So let me just see. I'm just gonna make sure I check that out. Sorry, but I don't know what's happened there. June 12 took place at the following. Yeah. So anyway, so there you go. Let me listen on. Let's play a bit more. Then maybe we'll wrap
challenges. Therefore, the flag off
of
the Deep Blue project marks an important milestone in this regard and in our collective efforts to tackle.
Again, look, let me do this. Let me get close in. Let me get close in. I'm trying to just look again. I'm going to get close up. I'm trying to give you so much more to look at. Just keep and tell me yourself. Look at that. Just look at it. I don't know what you make of it, but you let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Yes. That's it. They don't since 27. Thank you. These are you see, sometimes when people are talking, it's best to place the information in front of them. And you know, those of you watching, make an informed decision. Don't take my word for it. Make an informed decision. I'm just, making us think, and just keep looking. I'll play again, and I will pause it.
Security challenges in the form of piracy.
You see, there's
and
something.
maritime crimes in Nigeria and the Gulf of Guinea.
You see, there is something that happens. There is something that happens when you place a picture next to a voice on somebody. Your brain does something. It would automatically recognize that face. It will recognize the voice, and when you put a picture, it would synchronize it and make it. It will tell you in your brain, right? That's the person. You can't do that with this one. With this one, forget it. You will keep wondering. You will keep wondering. And that is what I'm trying to tell you. You will keep wondering. You will keep going, is he or is he not? Because that picture is of your president. The one on the left, where he's wearing the white thing around his neck, that is your president. But this one, tell me yourself. Let's play on again.
Is also a demonstration of government's strong commitment to ensuring security. This intervention, no doubt, will facilitate a conducive environment for the maritime sector to thrive and contribute to the diversification of the Nigerian economy.
Look at the chin. Guys, look. The glasses. Look. This is a live. You're watching this on my live. Oh, hello. Somebody's calling. Hello, caller. Hello. Hello. Bell. Hello. Yes, I'm live right now on air. So, okay. Shall I contribute? Okay. Now, hang on. Let me just.
It's not
okay. Oh yeah, go on. Okay.
Whether it's the real one or the fake one, that is not our problem.
No.
We're not leaving Nigeria because of Buhari.
No.
We're not leaving Nigeria because of anybody.
No.
We're leaving Nigeria because Nigeria is not favorable to us.
Thank you. Very good point.
And in Kotimufe Keja focus on it. Sharing comparison is a distraction. And make it then we're leaving Nigeria. We want Yoruba nation because we don't like Buhari.
No.
Am I a cashier? Wo ṣe gbogbo eléyìí tá ṣe kò necessary. Am I being
No. We want necessary. We want different views.
Ṣe nǹkan tó wà important wa. Òun ni ìdí tí Yorùbá nation ṣe pàtàkì sọ́mọ Nàìjíríà àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. Ẹ ti get. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fi ojú inú wò. Wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n build Nigeria. We build this country together. Kí ni nǹkan tá build gan-an? Ṣé iná ló ń tàn ní Nàìjíríà ni? Àbí omi ló ń rọ̀ nídìí? Àbí títì wa ló dáa tó jẹ́ pé àríró ẹ̀rì?
Very good questions.
So it's nothing to do with this issue and this court láàárọ̀. Kò necessary lọ́rọ̀ bá gbogbo ṣe interview kò ṣe interview yẹn. It has nothing to do with us.
No.
What is very important to us is how we're going to stay focused and decide that as Oduduwa children, we're not interested in to be part of this contraction.
No.
That is what we need. We don't need all this Buhari ni Buhari ko ba je Buhari ko ba ma je Buhari. It's nothing to do with us.
Very good point you make, and Mongboyi, I hear you, and it is a point that is a point very well made. I will only say we need to bring on more people who are still one Nigeria. Many Southerners are one Nigeria. And if you notice, you see on the screen, I'm putting on there, we've got the June 12 protest coming along. So the idea is to bring people on board by winning the arguments.
Forget about Buhari. Buhari is nothing to do with us. We have nothing to do with him. As the president of Location 419, he has the duty to still continue to do. We shouldn't be making him popular. We're not interested in him.
No.
We're not interested in him.
No.
In fact, whether he's dead or he's alive, it's nothing to do with us. That's what we already agreed on. We're no longer relating to them. So let's leave them with their issue. Let's focus on what we're doing.
Let's
continue to talk about Yoruba nation. Let's continue to give our people the benefit of being together as one nation.
Now, please, what?
That's nothing to. They have no problem.
No.
As a Yoruba child, somebody passport Yoruba, you are allowed to come and claim your citizenship and go back to wherever you're living.
Once we're on that point, ma, could you one of the things we were talking more about, so please could you point to one of the things that you would see as a benefit once we get Yoruba nation? Just point to one or two whilst you're on there.
Number one tó ṣe pàtàkì tó ṣe kókó òun kókó ni pé we will have the ability to secure our borders, to secure our people.
Yes.
That is number one priority, because the importance of governance is to secure life and property. And when that is in place, as Yoruba people, we can see what we are capable of doing.
Okay.
If you look at the whole world, where we have Nigeria, if you trace who is doing well, you will notice that it's Yoruba people and this
Biafrans.
people.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So that tells you what we're capable of doing.
Yeah.
And Yoruba people, up till today, we still care about each other. We love each other. We want to fight for each other.
Indeed.
So I believe the moment we have Yoruba nation, even all these politicians, they will do well. They will favor us because we are Yoruba. We speak the same language.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
The only reason why Nigeria is not working and that country can never work.
Yeah.
Nigeria can never work. Go and read the history of Nigeria. You know, I did a lot of research about Nigeria. I read a lot of things. Nigeria's problem is not today. The problem of these inter-tribal, inter-region has been right from the start. So now they're saying that if we go a separate, if Yoruba go separate ways, there's still going to be a lot of separation. That's all lies. Ojutila. Àwọn ọmọ wa ti gbọ́n, àwa òbí tá a jẹ́ òbí nísìnyí, gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tó bí láti year 1960. Orí tí wọ́n pé àmọ́ pé àwa la ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ ká ṣe ní time tó yẹ ká ṣe o. But now that our children are raising this issue, we are behind them, we're supporting them, and now we know exactly what we want as people.
Indeed.
And you understand?
Yes,
so by God's grace, Ọlọ́run ti gba Yorùbá nation fún wa. Ẹjọ́ má yẹ ká já sọ̀rọ̀ fún Nàìjíríà.
No, we're not. But
ẹ tó bá fẹ́ mọ̀ bóyá Buhari ni àbí Buhari kan kó kọjá sí Àbújá kó lọ sí sílẹ̀.
No, but thank you.
We're not interested in that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, my sister Ajokini. What's your name?
My name is Olufumi.
Okay, thank you very much.
And I'm calling from Greenwich in London.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you so much for the call.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. So that was a very interesting discussion. Now, many of us, some people have those views, and I accept that. And that, oh God, here we go. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. How are you?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes.
I'm a Yoruba man.
Yes.
But I'm pro-Nigerian. I'm a strong Nigerian man.
Okay.
I've never called your station before.
No.
Yeah, but this is one question I've been asking so many people.
Yes.
Who are my followers on Facebook,
that's
on
fine.
YouTube.
Yes.
And unfortunately, none of them have been able to give me a very concrete answer.
Okay.
I love to join Yoruba Nation.
Yes.
I love to join the agitators. But one thing I would like you, if you can please help me answer this question.
Yeah, sure.
Because most of my people have not been able to answer it.
Okay.
Could you tell me the reason why we want Yoruba Nation? Why?
No. Okay. Number one, let me tell you one clear reason. Are you aware that our constitution is actually a decree?
It's a decree?
Yes.
Yeah, but
can I give you? Are you aware of that? That's the first thing I want to ask you. Are you aware?
No, I'm not aware.
Right. Okay. Would you like to know? Would you like me to explain that to you? I can put it on the screen. But you asked a question. You've asked a question, and I'm trying to give you the answer. Would you like that? So at least you get you, and you're better informed.
Okay.
Would you like that? Okay. Now let me explain something. Do you have a copy of our constitution on to hand anywhere?
You see, 1999 constitution.
Yes, it is the one. That's exactly. Yes. Now, do you actually have a copy? Because I know since you're a patriotic Nigerian, I'm expecting that you will have that constitution. Now, do you have it to hand? Can you actually see it right now? You can't. Okay.
No,
let me.
No, I haven't got it.
Let me do something for you. I'm gonna. Are you watching me live? Are you watching me?
I'm not watching you, but I'm watching you with my phone.
Can you?
Unfortunately, so.
Okay.
But you can carry on.
Okay. Now, what I want you to do is, when you go on, there is something that you need to be very, very aware of. You see that constitution. What you are holding in your hand, it will say these words. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999. Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay.
That's the first thing you will see. But I am here to tell you that there is a document, there is a decree that it comes out. And in that decree, it actually gives you the full interpretation of what you hold in your hand. And here is what it says. I want you to listen very, very closely. It says here, Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999. Promulgation Decree number 24 of 1999. Those words, the last words I read, Promulgation Decree number 24 of 1999, were taken away from the Constitution that you are waving in your hand. And they actually gave them, I'm going to put it on the screen as I'm talking to you now, so that for the benefit of other people who can see what we're saying, because I don't believe in just talking and not backing up what I'm saying. Let me just get this information out. 1 second. Okay, so I don't believe in just talking without just giving you a clear indication. So you see, one of the things, I love your passion for Nigeria. I love the fact that you believe in one Nigeria. But one Nigeria is built on a fraud.
I love Nigeria so much.
Yeah, I know, but it's built on a fraud. What I've just told you now is something that you are not aware of, because it's actually a promulgation decree. And the military men, that decree was put together by the Provisional Ruling Council that were elected, they were selected by General Abdul Salam. On the 5th of May 1999, they gave themselves the power to remove those words, Promulgation Decree number 24 of 1999, from what they were going to print. They said they gave the government printers the right to remove those words from what you now see as the Constitution. They gave themselves the power.
What has that got to do with Yoruba Nation, sir?
Now, the reason why is because for up to this point, good question you asked there. We've been asking for a change in the Constitution. You remember the Confab report? Remember several reports have been put together to try and say, okay, let's devolve power. And those who are in power now, the Fulanis, have said no, flat no. They're not going to do that. And that is now come to the point now. We now all see the 68 exclusive items deny us in the South the benefits of our own resources, and those things are enshrined under the decree that you mistakenly, without the knowledge I've just given you, call a constitution. The decree has made it impossible for us to have direct access to our local resources to improve our lives, and that is the reason why we are going for Yoruba Nation. Because if we are in contractual Nigeria, tell me how many, another thing I will bring into your attention, how many Fulani terrorists have been convicted of killing Southerners? How many?
Excuse me.
I'm just asking you a question.
This doesn't answer my question.
Well, I've just okay.
It doesn't answer my question.
Okay.
What has Nigerian constitution is a decree? What has it got to do with Yoruba agitation?
The reason, okay, I'm going to let me restate it. Let me try and make it simple now. Now,
and let me say one thing.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
You see that constitution you are quoting?
Mm-hmm.
There are so many Yorubas who participated in drafting the constitution.
No, they did. It wasn't draft. No. I've got the evidence. I'm going to put it on the screen right now, and I'd like you to watch it when you get home. In fact, your number, I will send this to you, and I want you to read it yourself. This was something that was imposed by the Fulanis. No joke. You will, when you finish reading it, you will understand in no uncertain terms. And they were the ones who overthrew, and they were the ones who prevent Abiola from getting his mandate. So please, it's for your own self and to get this knowledge. Please, sir, I don't aim to be offhand when I'm saying this. It's important that this information that I'm giving to you, observe it, look at it closely, study what I'm telling you. Every single word I'm telling you is the fact that I'm trying to expose to you. Because that, without knowing those facts, you will keep believing in a falsehood called Nigeria. There is nothing called Nigeria. As we speak, the Fulani government, they are trying to create a Fulani sultanate, which means that anything Christian, anything foreign Western education will be eradicated. If you happen to be a senior advocate of Nigeria, once they do that, you will have to go and study Sharia law. If you do not swear allegiance to Islam, you will not. Your own property, as a Yoruba man, it will go, because they will tell you have to leave this land because it is a Fulani sultanate. And also, they were trying to create something called United African Republic. This is something that is going on. So once you are busy trying to talk about one Nigeria, the Fulanis have moved people in. They've given guns to Fulanis to actually target and kill Southerners. These are facts. There's video evidence after video evidence backing what I'm saying. But I'm telling you, for you to be able to take the step that you need to take as a Southerner towards supporting Yoruba Nation, Biafra Nation, Middle Belt, you need to be aware of the facts. The facts are what you call a constitution is a decree. And that decree, every single government has been told, you swear on oath to that decree. That is the fact of the matter. So till this date, since 1999 to date, we are being ruled under Decree 24 of 1999. Go and check that fact out. Type it in yourself and it will come out. But I will send it into your phone line. But I hope this is something that would, that makes sense to you. You don't have to believe me, but I want you to read it with your own eyes. And then you can come to your own conclusion about this. Because to be honest, going to support one Nigeria is like you're committing suicide. I'm sorry to say this, sir. But that's my own opinion, of course, and you don't have to accept it. But when I place the evidence for you, I'll sit it in your phone. Have a look at it closely, study it, and if you disagree, then it's fine. But all I want for you is to have a look at the facts, because we've been deceived for far too long. So I hope that answers your question. It might not provide the answer you want, but I'm giving you my honest opinion, and I hope you can accept that. Are you there, sir? Are you here? Oh, she's gone. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can see what we're saying. And I'm so glad this kind of call came in. I'm so glad this kind of call actually came in. So you can see that even with the evidence, and that is what we will, even with facts that I'm providing, people still try to come and try and tell us, oh no, it's not the case. I believe in one Nigeria. Why? I've even given them why. The very fact that the fraudulent constitution by people like this man, who's, is imposed on us, is enough for us to want to go for our nation. And these are things that we should really, expatiate on. And I'm hoping that the guy watching, I'm hoping he will follow, listen more. I hope he will watch it, Magoron. I'm going to try and get this picture, this document out. Many of you are familiar with the document which I'm about to bring up. It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for us to actually understand the fraudulence that we've been governed by. So let me just bring that up. Let me bring that up, and I'll make it big now. So I'm going to try and make it user friendly. So I want those of you who are watching, many of you watching, you will know what I'm doing here. And you are all familiar with what I do here on Citizen AY on the Oduduwa TV radio. And for the benefit of my brother who called earlier on, I want him to look closely. That's the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You can see that there. It says Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Promulgation Decree number 24 of 1999. So to my brother who called earlier on, that is what has been hidden from you. And we are here on this platform to expose that fact, to expose it, to make sure that this information reaches as many people as possible. Until we confront that. I know he's a politician. He is, yes. Until we confront that very fact. And I hope he's watching. These are the kind of things that we need to expose. We need to expose this kind of fraud. Now, for my brother, for that guy, this was signed into law on the 5th day of May 1999. And I want him to look at something. Oh, somebody's calling again. Oh, hello, caller. Hello, caller. Can you hear me? Hello, caller. Hello, caller. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? I wasn't. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
The
one who's calling back.
Okay,
I'm calling back because I was cut off the other time.
Okay, I didn't cut you off. I don't know what happened. It's okay, but yeah, great. So I hope you're watching. If you're watching on the screen, I'm trying to show. Go ahead. What would you like to say? Thank you. Go ahead.
Right. So what I would like you to explain to me is just to please convince me why we want Yoruba Nation.
Okay. Now, again,
sorry, sir. Mm-hmm. You've already explained the Constitution.
Yes.
I want you to explain. I've already understood the area of Constitution.
Okay.
But Constitution hasn't got anything to do with agitation.
No.
This Constitution is something we can do we can easily tell our people in the National Assembly to please help us.
Okay,
yeah, so help us put all this constitution aside.
On that point, we cannot do that. You know why? Because as we speak, when it comes to passing the vote, this is why it is very important. When it comes to passing any vote, the North have rigged the seats, number of seats, senators in their favor. In the North, they have 19 senators. In the South, we have 17 senators. Whatever plans you have, the Northern senators will never vote with the Southern senators. So that is a fact. It is not even disputable. Go in the National Assembly, go and ask anybody. They will tell you this fact I am telling you right now. So that is
wrong, sir.
No, I'm not wrong. These are the facts.
Can I correct you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because if you bring the Igbo, if you bring the Igbo senators, the South senators, and Yoruba senators together, they are more than the Northerners.
No, wrong, sir. We are only 17. I'm sorry to say we are 17. The senators together.
Will be 17. It's 95. It's 95 senators they have in the house.
It's 3 per state.
Will be 17.
It is 3 per state, sir. And the state 3 per state. And then when you put it together, the states, and also don't forget that the Abuja one is also going to be for the Northerners, because it's a northern. So these are sir. I wish it wasn't the case, but I'm telling you facts. 19 states will vote with the North. End of story. And when you combine all of our senators in the South, please, those of you who are watching, if I'm saying this wrong, please correct me. I'm telling you the facts as it stands there. That is the problem. And I'm glad that you explained this. Now, let me give you a further insight into how those 3 seats came about. One of the things they did is, one of the states in the North, where you used to have the same seats as Lagos. Say Lagos has 20 seats. That state, I think, is either Kaduna or Kano. They split it into 3. Zamfara and all. They still split it. Kano. They split it into 3 states. Zamfara and something else. They have 108 seats. Giving them 3 seats extra, 9 seats altogether in a place where they're supposed to have only 3. I'm saying to you, sir, that these are the facts that we have got to understand as Southerners. That the plan that the Fulanis have is to dominate and suppress us. One more thing I'd like to throw in the mixer. You are aware of what Ahmadu Bello said. They are not going to stop until they dip their Bible until they dip the Quran into the sea. Secondly, Ahmadu Bello said that they see the whole of Nigeria as their grandfather's estate.
How many Yoruba agitators were alive when the man said it?
In 1960,
what is the water that has gone past through ever since then? Ever since then, we've got IBB for 10 years. We've got Abacha. We've got Baba Obasanjo. Baba Obasanjo was a Yoruba man.
And I'm telling you,
Baba Obasanjo should have corrected most of the things we're talking about.
Sir, he couldn't have corrected it. You know why he couldn't have corrected it? Because listen, this is why this is why the Constitution is so important. You see, on the 5th day of May 1999, when they set that Constitution in, by the 29th of May 1999, when he took power, because forget that he took power that time. Remember that? Do you remember? You remember that he took power. He was bound by the Fulanis to comply with that Constitution. And like I said to you, every single government, they swear on oath to sign, to abide by that promulgation decree, whether they like it or not. This is not something that can be changed. And until people understand this central point, you will be under the false illusion that anybody, Obasanjo or any other president, can make changes. You can't, because this is exactly what it is. It's a promulgation decree. You are under the illusion that this is a constitution. It isn't. This is a decree that has been imposed by the military Fulanis on the rest of us. And that is why we are going for Yoruba nation. I hope you can see what I'm saying. You may be a politician, you may have beliefs in the system as it is, but I'm trying to give you clear evidence, and I'm showing it on the screen. Look, there's one bit of that thing that I want to.
Excuse me, sir. These are no clear evidence.
Well,
this is
it is black and white. It is black.
You've just been sentimental. You've just been trying to say we don't like the Hausa Fulani. We don't like the Northerners. We don't like anybody from the North.
That is far.
Yoruba. We only love ourselves.
That is far from the case, sir.
One thing majority of you don't know is that Nigeria, the way Nigeria is constituted, it's constituted on 3 form of legs.
Okay, let me
only three legs.
Yeah.
So that 3 legs.
What is it?
Stand like one.
Please tell us the 3 legs. Please tell us the 3 legs. Please tell us the 3 legs.
The 3 legs are the Yoruba, Igbo, and the Hausa.
Okay, sir. Right. Okay, please let me ask you one question. Was there a referendum before this so-called constitution was put in place?
There's no referendum.
No, okay, I mean, no. Okay, bearing in mind, sir, bearing in mind,
at the joining of any country. Okay,
bearing in mind, in Chile, the Chile people, they said the military were running them. They actually recently did a referendum whereby they drew up a new constitution, and the people voted, so that from then on the decree that the military was using to rule them was wiped away by the people. Are you telling me that we the people have no right to demand for a referendum whereby we will decide the kind of laws that we'll be governed with? Is that what you're telling me?
Demanding for the referendum is quite different from the right trying to agitate for secession.
But
secession is a traceable
no, this is not secession.
Killing everybody in Yoruba land now. All of you will just be one head.
Let me
start killing you.
You see, okay, why is it that Bala Mohammed can bring in Bala Mohammed Garba Shehu can tell his fellow Fulanis from across the whole of Africa to come and have a residency and get document and benefits of the resources of our country, and nobody says anything?
Can you paste the link?
Yes, I can paste the link. I've got it. I've got it. Listen, listen. No. You're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. You're not. Sir, do you want me to? I will post the link to you on the number you got now. I will post you the link where Bala Mohammed said it. And if you do, and when you see the link, you acknowledge to yourself, not to me, that what I have showed you is the fact. Please, what's your name? What's your name, please, so I can write this and send it to you straight away right now. What's your name, please? First name.
My name is Babs.
Babs.
B-A-B-S.
Babs.
Yeah.
Okay, Babs. Oh, Babs. Okay.
Yeah, Babs.
So,
Babs,
right. So, what I will do, sir, I will send you where Bala Mohammed said on live camera, on channels. He said, I see my fellow Fulani brothers from all over Africa as also Nigerians. He can be a Bayosan, he can be a Benue man, he can be any part, because he's a Fulani man, and a Fulani man is considered Nigerian, and they are welcome to come to Nigeria. And is that not treason?
Anybody can see anything.
Anybody?
There are so many Yoruba who have been saying nasty things.
No.
That doesn't mean that
he is a governor.
That doesn't mean you represent the Fulani.
Well.
It doesn't mean you represent the Hausa Fulani.
He does. And he also told them, and he was also saying that they were allowed to carry guns in the south, pastoralists, and they can kill people because of the cows.
No.
Yes, and then go and watch the video. Please watch the videos. Go and watch the video.
It's about chief of governor. It's about chief governor you're talking about.
Of course.
What he only said was that the Fulani S-men that are carrying guns, they are doing it to protect the animals and to protect themselves. And many people antagonize him. He apologized for saying so.
Yeah.
But this man doesn't represent Northerners. He doesn't represent Hausa Fulani people.
Yeah.
He said his own opinion.
Yeah.
He said, these Fulani men, you are saying they are carrying guns. They are carrying it to protect themselves when they are going alone in the bush.
How come? Okay. Let me.
One simple person said, we just continue to be Fulani people's
Let me ask a question. Okay. Why is it that Fulanis are allowed to carry guns all over the country, but we Southerners, because of the spate of killings of our farmers, we've not been allowed to carry the guns? In fact, the government took away guns from Southerners. Why? Can you explain that to me, please?
When did that one happen?
This is happening.
That one happened. You want to tell me that most of these Igbos guys, how many guns have they confiscated from them? How many guns they confiscated from the Igbo guys? How many guns they confiscated from or even ordinary Yoruba.
What we are saying is this again. Bear in mind that the federal government has admitted there are videos whereby they trained Fulani youth in killing. They trained them in Islamia schools, they graduate with AK-47s, and they were going around killing people in Tiv, in Benue. In the Tiv land, they've displaced many people, and not one person has been arrested. Look, I am really glad we've had the discussion, but I don't think we're going to go much further.
Mr. Moderator, sir, yes. I know I come on your show.
Yes, that's fine.
Just ask me any question.
I've just asked,
and I would like you to answer any question I ask you as well.
I've just answered your question.
Excuse me, sir. You see that Fulani people you just mentioned now, that they taught them in school.
There are videos. There are live videos.
I know.
There are live videos.
I'm not disputing it. I'm not disputing it. What I'm saying is, you see those guys, they are Sharia people. They are the people who worry. Look, they should kill all of them. Leader one is still in the prison.
Okay, listen. Only for time purposes, sir.
What is his name? In 2017, Buhari put the soldiers out, and they killed all these guys.
Okay, let me ask you one final question.
They put their leader in prison. He's still in prison today.
No, actually, there's a lot of evidence. There's a lot of evidence.
When we are presenting evidence, when we are presenting proof, let's be balancing it.
Okay, one final thing before we go, because time is really against us now. I've really given us time.
Okay, sir.
What I will say,
before you go, sir, you haven't answered me.
Yes.
All this constitution you mentioned,
yes,
it's irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant because no. Actually, I'm going to stop you there.
To say I want to leave Nigeria because the constitution is not good.
Okay, let me give you why the constitution is important, because it's the basis upon which you would have had the things like infrastructure, water, light, road, schools, bridges, hospital, safety, security. The number one job of any government is to provide safety and security for the people. Are they doing it right now? They are not doing it. They are doing everything they can to restrict us. So listen, sir, I'm telling you now, I've just explained to you why the National Assembly will never work and it will never allow the resources to go to the people in the south, because it is controlled by that fraudulent decree that is hidden as a constitution. And until we address that issue, nothing will change, and that is why we are not going to be part of that contract in Nigeria. We are going for Nigeria. Yoruba Nation, sorry, we're going for Yoruba Nation.
Let us address the constitution that is so.
It is unworkable.
That is so biased. Let us address it. But okay, let me ask another question, because you didn't answer the question.
I've just answered
why
you.
Did you want to leave Nigeria?
I've just answered you. There's no infrastructure. Okay, let me ask you this question.
How viable do you think Yoruba Nation can be?
Okay. How? Very viable. In Yoruba Nation, we would have a constitution where the people, one man, each person there will be a referendum about the constitution that we're going to have. There is, as we stand now, on Nigeria, there is no referendum where the people have collectively voted and said, okay, we will abide by these rules. We are happy to have these rules to be used to govern us. That is not the case. And that is number one. Number two, we will ensure that the basic amenity of life for each and every Yoruba person is in place, i.e. water, light, road, schools, bridges, healthcare, safety and security. Those are the things. That is why we are confident that we can achieve this in the Yoruba Nation. So listen, sir, for time purposes, I really need to crack on. Thank you very much. I will call you. Do call in again next time, but I need to crack on because I wanted to review a few things.
Okay, thank you for answering my.
You're very, very welcome. Thank you.
Although there's no very well answered, but at the end of the day,
okay.
I appreciate a little bit.
We do have the very.
I just want you to people can think very well.
We are going for Yoruba Nation.
Another example is this one you are showing now.
Yeah.
That Buhari is not Buhari.
Yeah.
How?
I am not. I am saying to you. I am saying for people. No, what we're saying. Thank you very much. Listen, we do need to. No, sir. No, of course.
It's not the president.
We are asking for people to make. We are asking people to make a decision. That's all. Sir, I have to drop the phone now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I didn't want to drop the call, but I gave you enough time. I think I've given you more than enough time. We will crack on with what we're doing, and I've just shown people. Those of you, please bear in mind that we are being ruled by a decree, and you're seeing it on the screen as we talk right now. The decree, it says there, wherever it may hereafter be necessary for the Constitution to be printed, it shall be lawful for the federal government printer to omit all parts of this decree. Yeah? Let me just move that to the side. I'll leave it. So all parts of this decree, apart from the schedule and the Constitution so printed, shall have the force of law, notwithstanding omission. This is a great deceit. That is why we are justified in going for Yoruba and Biafra nations and Middle Belt. So, sir, I've given you enough time. It's up to you to accept or not accept what we're saying. And the very fact, ladies and gentlemen, the very fact that he's actually saying that we shouldn't be making comparisons about which is barrier or not, it just proves why we need to do it. I'm not saying I have all the answers. I'm asking questions. That's the picture. The picture on the left, everybody can see that is actually of the Buhari that we know. The one on the right, I don't think we all know. So let's carry on with that for a few more minutes. I don't want to do that. Please. I don't want to dwell on this anymore. I've tried as much as possible. We will do everything we can to convince many of our southern brothers to wake up and understand that the Constitution is a fraud. Oh, somebody else is calling in again. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Hello, can you hear us? Hello. Hello. Hello, caller. Can you hear me? Hello. Go ahead. Hello. Hello, caller. Hello? Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm hearing you.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
Yeah.
What would you like to say? Yes, I can hear you. Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead. We can hear you, sir.
Is that AY?
Yes, Citizen AY. Yes, speaking. Yes. Go ahead.
AY, that radio Yoruba, right?
Yes, Oduduwa TV radio. Citizen AY on Oduduwa TV radio and Citizen AY. That's right.
I'm just watching you now. I'm watching you from United States.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm a Yoruba man.
Yes.
So I want to just contribute shortly.
Go ahead.
The last man that called you just now, that you are arguing with.
Yes.
I'm so annoyed. I wanted to cut him off.
I had to. I let him go in the end.
Yeah. Because let me tell you something.
Yes.
These people, until God showed the way these people are killing us, that even that security, the issue of security is enough for this man to believe that these people, there's nothing like one Nigeria.
Yeah.
Is that person not living in Nigeria? Yeah. Is that man that called himself bad?
He must be on there wrong.
He's not living in Nigeria. He's not seeing what these people are doing, the atrocities they are committing.
Yes.
Until that thing happened to himself. I know very soon that atrocity, they will take it to his own food, doorstep too, by the special grace of God.
Yes.
These people that doesn't know the truth, they don't want to face the truth. They just want to be hiding. What is he talking about?
Yeah.
He's talking about you comparing and comparing. It's not nothing concerning anybody, but about you comparing somebody. It is those things that you need. We need to establish that fact. That is number one. Then number two, this issue of this you are talking about, the Constitution. Yes. Whether you like it or not, it's what he said. He's educated. What kind of education? What kind of educated person is that? This person is giving go to school. Not an educated person. Somebody is telling you are talking about decree. You are talking about something else. What is he talking about? Those kind of people, don't answer them, please. Don't let them be wasting your time.
Yeah.
They have the God has hardened their heart. It's not by force to follow us.
It's not.
My brother. Let him go to Awusana. What can they be? It's not possible for everybody to join us. It's not possible. If you cannot join us, start your load and go to the north. You can sit for what? If you're a bastard, go to the north. This is a bastard. That man is a bastard. I want to tell him. I live in Texas. Tell him he's a bastard.
But you don't need to abuse him.
They will kill his own son. They will kill his wife. You will know what it is.
You don't need to abuse him, sir.
The way people are killing everywhere. Okay, he's talking about. He doesn't even know senators. He doesn't know the number of senators we have. The Northern have a lot of senators. We have rightly said they have many Senate seats. More than everybody knew that one.
Yeah.
Do you know how many states they have?
Yeah.
He doesn't know the number of states they have.
No.
And he's arguing with you bluntly. So honestly, I was pissed off. Honestly, I don't want to talk to those kind of human beings again. And I want to appreciate you. I want to thank you so much. You are doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
I watched your program last 2 days ago.
Yes.
You are doing a good job. Honestly.
Thank you
and
very
I know
much.
that by the special grace of God, we'll get there. Amen. We'll get there, my brother.
Amen.
Don't be discouraged, my brother.
No,
keep it up. Keep job. Don't be discouraged.
No.
I'm telling you.
Yes,
we'll get there in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Anybody that says they are looking at you and say you are saying the truth, but people hate truth.
Yeah.
They say that look at the way he's comparing, look at the way he's trying to model everything up without sense. And look at this guy, the kind of people we are talking about. And we have a lot of them in Yoruba land. Now, they want to discourage you people. They don't want people that are ready to face the reality. They don't want them to move forward. That is very terrible, my brother.
It is.
So I want to appreciate you.
Thank you.
I really appreciate. I don't have any question to ask you because I know what you are saying is truth.
Oh, thank you, sir.
So,
thank you.
I appreciate you. What is your name, sir?
What is your name, sir? Ayo Godemu.
I will still call you. I will still call you. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
What's your name, sir?
Can I? My name is Ola. I'm Ola Niyi. Yeah.
Okay, I will save your number. Yeah. Texas. I'll save your number.
My number, sir.
I'll save it down now.
Okay, save my number.
Yeah. You
can call me anytime. So I will call you too. Yes.
Okay. Thanks so much. Bye. That is a lovely call. I wasn't, obviously. I mean, this is not the other caller. You see, it's very important. One of the things is this that I like to do. I don't want to be an echo chamber. What do I call echo chamber? Echo chamber is when you're in the same room talking to the same people with the same views. That's good. You can, you just, so when you say something, you'll go around and it'll get stronger. You need others like that man, like Bababs that call, to come, and then you can argue the case with them and then show the frailty in their discussions, and then it becomes meaningful. So go ahead. Good afternoon. Hello. Call out your name, please. Hello, caller. Can you hear us? Turn down your radio down there so you can hear me. Hello, caller. Can you hear me? I can hear you. Yeah. Good afternoon. Yes. Good afternoon. Hello.
I know your patient is from another world. I'm talking in relation to not the most previous. The caller to argue for me.
Yes.
I appreciate your patience, but I want to tell you something, Okoyo.
Yes.
Emma lo gbogbo strength yin láti máa explain fún àwọn èèyàn tí mind wọn bá wà hardened.
Yes.
Towards what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ nǹkan kan fún yín. Tẹ́yìn náà dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ understand.
Yeah.
There are a lot of millions of Nigeria don't benefit from the corruption in Nigeria.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
They have alibis.
They have allies, yes.
They have children.
Yeah.
They have their own men working for them that will never want Nigeria to be dissolved. So you have that at the back of your mind.
Yeah.
So when you have people like that, tell them to go and do their research by themselves.
Yeah.
It's good. Àwọn èèyàn tí yín tó máa understand nǹkan tẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀.
Yeah.
Ẹ lo energy yín lórí àwọn tó máa gbọ́ yín tó ọ̀rọ̀ yín máa yé.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
It's good nǹkan tí mo sọ, and these people are the majority.
Yeah.
It's good nǹkan tí mo sọ. Now, mo fẹ́ rán yín létí ẹ ṣe program kan sometimes probably 2018 or 19, I'm not really sure.
Yes.
You were talking about oil blocks.
Yes.
Ẹ sọ nípa ìgbà tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ nípa epo wa.
Yes.
Bí gbogbo àwọn olórí wa tó ṣe apportion.
Yes.
Certain percentage fúnra wọn.
Yes, I remember. Yes, I recall. Yes.
Gbogbo àwọn kọta ní láti máa sọ fáwọn èèyàn wa nìyẹn.
Yeah.
People are listening now. They want to know the reasons why.
Okay, I'll bring that program up.
So
I'll find it out.
Nǹkan báyìí ṣe rò pé wọ́n máa support pé ká dissolve Nigeria. Wọ́n lè support.
Yeah.
Àwa ènìyàn tá à ń jẹ ìyà Nàìjíríà, àwa lẹ need láti máa bá sọ̀rọ̀. Àwa ni focus yín gbọ́dọ̀ wà, attention yín gbọ́dọ̀ wà. Àwọn ìyá tó wà nínú oko nínú àwọn ìyá ọlọ́jà tó yẹ pé wọ́n máa ṣe wàhálà títí.
Yes.
Wọ́n á gbogbo nǹkan tán ní láyé wọ́n fi tọ́ ọmọ wọn lọ sí school. Ọmọ á tún lọ school kò ní ríṣẹ́, ọmọ á tún wá dìdàkudà. Gbogbo àwọn ọkùnrin wa náà di ọmọ kọ́ wọn sí ìgboro. Àwa tá jẹ́ ará ìlú òyìnbó tá bá fowó ránṣẹ́ sáwọn èèyàn wa kán bá wa kọ́lé kán bá wa ralẹ̀. Wọ́n máa náwó jẹ sí fọ́ọ̀tì wọn ni tó máa do well in their own right. Ṣòwò wa máa jọ wọ́n lójú ni. Money 10 cents in Nigeria every month. Láti support ẹbí, láti support ara, láti support ọ̀rẹ́.
Yes.
Those are the things that we need to talk about.
Yeah.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ṣé ẹni tí àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn bá ṣe fóònù, tẹ explain aspect ẹ lè explain tí wọ́n gbọ́. Ẹ sọ fún wọn pé kọ́ lọ ṣe research wọn. Tó bá wà convince kan wá darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Tó bá dẹ̀ rò pé bí ibẹ̀ yẹn ló pé wọn. Bye. Kò ṣe ti rọrùn yìí, ó dàbí gẹ́gẹ́ bí nǹkan tí mo sọ sórí chat pé ó dàbí pé kí Buhari wa máa convince mi ní ìsìn why tí mo ṣe láti dúró sí Nàìjíríà. Exactly. Ṣé ọkọ lè convince yín ní ìsìn pé dandan wọ́n Nàìjíríà ní kẹ́ máa ṣe?
No way.
Because you're convinced in your belief, you've seen, you've searched, you've thought about it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So need láti waste energy lórí ráwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀.
Yeah.
And more appreciate only point títí but point here kò bá situation ti wà mú so kò gbé point here lọ sí ibi náà ti máa.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni ẹ ṣeun gan ni ẹ ṣeun gan ni ẹ jọ kí ni orúkọ yín kí n kàn sẹ́ẹ̀ kí n lè ṣe ìbẹ̀dá.
Olúfúnmi náà ni.
Okay, Olúfúnmi, yeah, okay, of course, yes, ẹ ṣeun gan ni ẹ ṣeun a tún máa sọ̀rọ̀ ṣe later ṣe gbọ́ ẹ ṣeun dà o bye. So yeah, like many people have said, and I'm really grateful, like many people have said, you know, I did say to him, do your own research, draw your own conclusions, you know. Please, that's keep calm. Thank you very much, Leah Yodele Ogushaki. So yes, show. Thank you. So I mean, yeah, obviously the guy was obviously trying, but he doesn't know that the extent to which I've done my research, and there is no way that anybody can convince us, myself and others, to believe in one Nigeria. It's a fraud, and the reason why I'm putting the steel, I want you to just keep looking at those pictures, be very, very conscious, and understand that a game is being played here. And the more we can go forward in that certainty that we know the lies that they've told to us. We know that we are being ruled by Decree 24 of 1999. We know that the audio president is not the real one and all of that. It makes our people more certain. And we also know that they are making plans to entirely to make the whole of contracting Nigeria part of something called United African Republic. Have you heard about that? There is a flag out there that is made. I'll see if I can dig out the flag. It's called the United African Republic. So this man, yes, one man, one vote will finish them all. And they are afraid. It is exactly. So these are the kind of things that I want to bring to your attention. And I want you to make sure that we have to stay informed, and we need to empower our people. At this point, like I said, we need funding. I've pinned the account there. Please, you know, we need to, as we speak now, Elisha, there are a lot of things and attacks that are going to be going on there. There's information that is area they're going to be really placing a lot of attacks, and we need to prepare. You know, and not just there, but in fact, the whole of the South, we have got to be prepared. So we know that the government is giving these people guns and arms and everything else. We need to protect our own people the best way we can. How do we do it? Information is perhaps the most important thing. This information that I'm sharing, if people are aware that there is an injustice being carried out on their person, then they themselves, you know, they themselves will stand up. They will get up and take the action. And then what happens is we need them to have what is called the critical mass. A critical mass is when a group of people are aware of the injustices, and the number swells to such an extent that they get to a point that they take the action they need to take to rescue themselves. That is what we are trying to achieve to get Yoruba Nation, Biafra Nation, Middle Belt. The critical mass of people. And interestingly, the Fulanis, they don't make 10 to 15 million tops of a population of 200 million, but yet they are trying to dictate to us what we will do, and it is not their land. The Fulanis are guests in our land. In 1804, Uthman Dan Fodio waged a war against Fulanis and Hausas in their own land, took it over all the way to Ilorin, and they've been trying to take over ever since. Ahmadu Bello tried to, his great-grandson tried to continue saying Nigeria is their grandfather's estate. And then I keep saying, I want everybody to remember about this. We need to remove Ahmadu Bello Way from Victoria Island, because it is a sign of them. When they get to that place, then they know that they've got to the sea and they've taken the whole land. So we need to change Ahmadu Bello way to Obafemi Awolowo way. You know, we need to change it to a Yoruba name. These are the kind of things we have to make sure we understand, that it is our land as Yoruba people, and we are not going to let anybody take our land from us. We need to stand up. These are knowledge and history that we need to impart with our youth from a young age. We've been lied to. They've removed history from our books. So these are things that I want to bring to our attention. I need your help, not myself alone, please. We need your help. We got Yoruba Rescue Fund. Donate into it. I'm giving you the account that we're using, Oduduwa TV radio movement, to try and raise funds. This weekend we're going to be sending people to Ogun State to cover the rally there, and you know, they will do data, state chapters. They will be coming down there. These are, you know, we need funds to do the kind of things, and also get things like walkie-talkie and other things so that people can communicate and reach each other. So please, when we're doing what we're doing here, donate what you can. What we do here, we have an open, transparent system of doing what we do, and we want that to be the same system that we will be used in our governance when we get Yoruba Nation, Biafra Nation, and Middle Belt. What we do is, when we get the funds, we let you know we've received the funds. We're using it to get flyers done. We're using it to get, you know, these are the kind of things we're doing. You know, we should not wait. They're not indigenous to the land. They're not. Absolutely. Mazi Chuku Yere Chima. They're not indigenous, you know. But to be candid, Romney Odukoya, the fault of those Nigerians who voted for Buhari, how can we put another non-entity man like Buhari as our president? Yeah, exactly. But many people were tricked. Somebody's calling again. Hello, caller, your name and where you calling from, please?
Hello?
Hello, yes, I can hear you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Your name, what would you like to say? Who's speaking? Hello?
Yeah, my name is Shino.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm calling from London.
Okay, thank you very much, my brother.
Yeah. No, I'm just listening. I'm just listening to your program just now.
Thank you.
About the insecurity.
Yeah.
In Nigeria.
Yes.
I just came back from Nigeria 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
And the security in Nigeria is very, very bad.
Okay. I'm glad you're sad to hear that, but it's something that we kind of been saying. But go ahead. I'm glad you're giving first-hand account.
And about the insecurity, about the Fulani and co. Fulani is not only Fulani that are doing damages in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Yoruba man.
Mm-hmm.
Born in Lagos,
mm-hmm.
brought up in Lagos.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is, we Yoruba,
mm-hmm.
we put blame on Fulani only.
Mm-hmm.
It's for Fulani and Yibo that do damages in Lagos and all those forest areas. Some Yibo people, they disguise just like the Fulani people. And all that. We have to solve this problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because now, we just, you know, Fulani, they're doing their own damages, they're killing and all that in our forest reserve area.
I'm glad you confirmed that. That's good. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. But at the same time,
mm-hmm.
Yoruba, we have two enemies
mm-hmm.
in Nigeria.
Yes.
Fulani and Igbos, those are our enemies.
Okay.
But we cannot rule that one out.
But you just said that we are also our own problems, aren't we? Aren't we our own problems as well? Don't we have our own problems? Don't we Yorubas have our own traitors as well?
You know, we Yoruba,
mm-hmm.
we should not face Fulani only.
Mm-hmm.
We have two enemies in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, Fulani is our first enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And second is Yibo people.
Okay.
But the Yibo, they're doing their own damages underground.
Okay. Put, you know, please let me Alagbashino. Kato oniti no banjo ara eni to njo ara le tara eni la ko gbon to bi owe o. So kato sọ pé àti ẹ̀fẹ̀ kọjú sí ká sọ pé àti ẹ̀ sọ pé àwọn ará wa ní Ìgbò náà yanjú jẹ́ kó yẹ ká kọ́kọ́ yanjú tàwa nílé àwa the Yoruba people. Ṣé wọ́n kàn.
Ben ṣẹ́rí.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ben right. Ṣẹ́rí ṣẹ́fẹ́ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí. Ṣé àwọn Fúlàní yẹn àwọn Ìgbò náà ń dìgá ibi Fúlàní. Kò ní Fúlàní kan ló ń ṣe gbogbo dábìlì sọ ṣe but àwọn èèyàn wọn identify wọn. Pé àwọn Ìgbò ló ń darapọ̀ máa ń pa Fulani. I need the Igbo. Nadawa, I need. Kò
sẹ́ńtò kì í ṣe pé gbogbo afẹ́ dá wà ní àfẹ́ sọ pé no ṣe mọ̀ àwa máa ní we are going to have a Yoruba nation. Biafrans will have their Biafra nation. Please, let's make this very clear. There is no discussion about having a Yoruba Igbo coalition country. No, we are going to have a Yoruba nation. Biafra will have their own nation. So that is not in doubt. But what is important here is that the two of us work together to free ourselves from the chain, from the enslavement that we are under. That is what I'm saying.
Cherry.
Okay. So what evidence do you have? Somebody's asking, what evidence do you have for your? I'm just asking.
Sherry, I'm not going to because Sherry.
No, send me some. You got this number. Send me some stuff in WhatsApp, so at least I can begin to. Because I don't have that information, and I'm eager to learn. I don't know all that information, but I'm yeah.
Sherry, Lagos people you want to say. Sherry, most of our Igbos the same. To me, why are they Fulani? So end of let's say kidnapping say why is Fulani no shake? But our Fulani not shaking one. But I got to open our eyes. They see suspect everybody, not only Fulani.
Okay.
Okay.
So so what does that say? What about the Igbos? So those of Igbos and we Yorubas, because I've got some people who are in Igbo land, Yorubas who are in Igbo land, and what they say to us. Yeah, but I know a few people, but and what they've been saying is very different from what you're saying. So that's what I'm trying to, that's what I'm trying to.
But Sherry, the problem is everybody, no Yoruba would come suspect everybody.
Okay.
Not Keboya, Yibo.
Middle belt. What about middle belt as well?
Yeah, no. Our middle belt, then it's against us.
Okay.
But
all right.
I want only a lot against us only. I want Yibo.
Okay. Okay. Now I hear you, sir. What we would like to do is how can we achieve what benefits can we get from a Yoruba nation? Can you talk? I hear you, but
Sherry, now, Sherry, insecurity sorry, security we can protect right now.
Yes. So how do we do that then?
Okay. Sherry, most Sherry, but forest area here. You pay. I go to Wabaima. You should know where you're sitting. Viru, and Barapaya or your state or your state. But forest area, that clear fly near Tibet. But Shawali, the Bali are full of low. I want to be full of debate. What you know from around. What you don't describe the Fulani. It's because you only put the policy right now.
Okay.
Okay. Our farmers are good. The farmers want to also go out.
So, so what? How would you advise the people to do now? Right now, in their town and villages.
Our farmers were.
Yes.
Say for Yoruba nation here. I'm going to secure Yoruba side, west side, no Kigbe. You got to be concerned about there. Most of our Yoruba nation, no.
Okay.
100% more of Yoruba nation.
Good.
But
this paramount. That's what we all got. Idabobo la gbogbo an sọ̀rọ̀ pé Idabobo ló ṣe pàtàkì jù. So ẹ wo ẹ ṣeun gan ni mo gbọ́ n tẹ́ sọ o, but tẹ́ bá ní evidence ẹ jọ̀ọ́ send ẹ sí mi so màá lè kalẹ̀ yẹ̀ wò, because right now mi ò ní evidence yẹn lọ́wọ́ láti bá nǹkan tẹ́ ń sọ, but mo gbọ́ n tẹ́ ń sọ, but inú wa dùn pé ẹ sọ ọmọ Yorùbá nation ẹ ṣeun gan ni ẹ ṣeun adúpẹ́ ẹ ṣeun ó dà sá ẹ dà. So. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I've had what I wanted to hear there. However, misgivings in terms of his interaction with Igbo people and all that, and I understand that he's still for Yoruba Nation. The key thing is for Yoruba Nation. I don't have the evidence to back up what he's saying. I said if he can provide the evidence, let's see it, then we can look at it at that point. I don't want to spend too much more time on that. Let's really crack on with what we're here to do. So what we are doing here is to Exactly. So what we're doing here, please, is we're talking about June 12. June 12 is going to be a couple of days away, which is this Saturday coming. Yes, you should provide evidence. So June 12, there's going to be a rally. There's already a rally going off in New York right now. Yeah, is it New York? Yeah. Sorry, Washington. Washington, there's a rally going on from the 10th to the 12th. It's going on right now. In fact, I'm going to see if I can log in and find out that information from Joseph Ige. Oh, somebody's calling me now. Hello, caller. Yes. Hello, your name and where are you calling from, please?
I'm calling from the UK. My name is Chibuike Skizinewa.
Chibuike.
You're doing a very good job. Yes.
Oh, thank you very much, my brother. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm calling with regards to the other guy that just dropped the line.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I wonder how some of us reason and see that Igbos are the problem of the Yorubas. No.
Yeah.
We are not. We are not in any way. I know we might have political issues because during divide and rule, they've separated us, create enmity between Awo and Azikiwe, use different tactics during the war, make our war look like an evil person. And these are all, and who benefits when we fight?
Exactly.
It's one people that benefit.
Yeah.
So the Yoruba and the Igbos are fighting, another person carries our resources and runs away.
Yeah.
Let me just highlight, I was born, brought up and raised in Lagos. So I have been, if you want to claim by Lagosian, I will claim good Lagosian.
Yes.
Very well. So when we have our brother that comes in and they will say Igbos are the problem, I want to ask, if you want to, let's take for instance, let's study the economy of Lagos. Let's be objective. If you want to call the big market, there is no big market you will call in Lagos that you will not see Igbo people doing their trade there.
Exactly.
Now, there is no place you will call in Victoria Island, in Lekki, that you don't have Igbo people having good houses there. These are all investments in your territory. If we are bad people, if we are bad as he says, we pay taxes.
Yeah.
We are generating huge taxes. We are buying lands. We are developing the environment. We are contributing to society. So you cannot say we are problems. We are not. See, if Yoruba Nation comes today, as we speak, I believe the one thing I love the Yorubas about, I was telling a friend, a fellow Yoruba friend, I told him, if Yoruba Nation comes today, Yoruba people are capable of reasoning objectively. They know that these people are doing business. How are we going to say let them go? These people are having houses. How are you going to say that? So for somebody to come and say we are the one disguising as Fulani herdsmen, Igbos don't live in the bush in any place. We live in communities. We develop the community. We pay taxes. We are correct. I'm not attacking him.
No.
I'm only making sure that this kind of people. I believe that guy was being paid by somehow. He's not speaking by like that. He was being misguided by.
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me.
Because the way he sounded. Let me ask one question. Let me ask one question. The tribes that are killing everybody in the country are they Igbos? The people in Ganga, they killed over 50,000 people. 50 people.
Yes.
They're the Igbos.
Yes.
And these people that killed people, they live in the bush. What do they contribute? They sell their cow. They take all your money. They go. They don't pay. They don't pay house rent. They don't build houses. They don't do anything to contribute to the economy. They only bring their market as a cow. Put it in your forest for free. Eat grass for free. Sell it to you. Take your money. Go back to their place. No house, no anything. So how are the Igbos your enemies? So I think such people, when they call, we should be able to, some of us should be able to come and school them and teach them that divide and rule will not get us anything. While we are fighting our brothers, the Yoruba, now look at how much impact we have made since we struck this alliance. Look at how much impact we have made. Divide and rule has come and it has gone. Henceforth, the partnership. Once we get our country, everybody go and develop your area and live in. We are not saying we will have a Yoruba nation. Then Igbos will come and say we are no. Be your governor. Anybody that wants to reside in Yoruba nation, please reside in peace. Take care of him. If you want to go back to your country, you go back. If Yoruba say they want to have a partnership, good. If they say they don't want to have a partnership, our target is we get out of this trap and we become a free country. Thank you, Sukizinewa. You're doing a very good job.
Thank you so much,
my brother.
Thank you so much. Do call again. Thanks. Bye. See, that's lovely. That's a balanced view. What we try and do on this platform is to try and give a balanced view. so that everybody will, you're welcome to have a different opinion, but we want a balanced opinion, a group viewpoint. Just attacking one person without any evidence. For example, I can say categorically that the Fulanis are out to oppress us because we have the evidence there. And what is the evidence? The evidence is the fraudulent 1999 Constitution, number 24 of 1999, promulgation number 24 of 1999, imposed by the Fulanis on the rest of us. That is the evidence. What's the second evidence? The second evidence is that they're supporting the full open support for Miyetti Allah, who, by the way, one of the Miyetti Allah guy, let me get you this, what I've got here. I'm going to make this small. I'm going to go into this broadcast now.
Economy.
I'm looking at for a minute. I might come back to it.
Was the realization
do something
of maritime security in the region,
someone's calling
which underscores Nigeria's commitment in providing the necessary framework and resources in cooperation with other nations and maritime users.
I was waiting for you to call in.
This is evident in the recently established Gulf of Guinea Maritime Collaboration Framework by Nigeria and the Inter-Regional Coordination Center Yaoundé through the facilitation of NIMASA Industry Joint Working Group to tackle maritime security in the region. This forum helps galvanize regional and international efforts to ensure security in the Gulf of Guinea. Main focus counter piracy and armed robbery prevention by bringing together regional, international, industry, and the NGO partners to advance and coordinate near-term maritime activities with a view to working towards a set of common operational objectives off the coast of West and Central Africa. I therefore commend this initiative and use this opportunity to call on member states and other stakeholders to join and work collectively in pursuit of this common objective, and most importantly, keeping our seafarers safe. I am confident that the project, which provides a robust maritime security architecture,
I'll come back to that this one. It's not letting me do it. I'll come back to it. Let me just quickly do something. I want to show you something, to show you the thinking of the mentality of the Fulani people. There's a guy from a Miyetti Allah, and I will read to you his words, the words that he said. Let's go into it. And probably we start rounding up because I've been here for a good few hours now, I think. But I wasn't planning to do that, but the discussion of the program brought that on. So let me mute this one. I'll hide this one. We've taken that. We can take that picture away now. We don't have to have the picture anymore. This one as well. 1 second. We can take away the picture. So we've put that. The link is obviously there for people to see. You can dispute and debate it. I want to show you something that is very important that we mustn't ignore. We mustn't ignore it. Now, listen to this. I want you to listen to this. Now, these are the words of the so-called, let me see if I can bring that down. I'll bring that down here. I'll bring that down here so you can see it better. Meanwhile, like I said, we just want you to just be able to see that the protest information. Now, he says here, this is by Bodejo, whatever, Bello Abdullahi Bodejo, and it is on what news, politics, something, some sort of, what's the news program again? Nigeria National Pivot. Now, it says here, National President of Miyetti Allah, Kautal Hore Bello, has said that a cow may not mean much to other Nigerians, but to a Fulani, it is worth more than 100 human lives. Now, let me just stop there. Let me just stop there. I want us to listen to those words. He says, a cow may not mean much to other Nigerians, but to a Fulani, it is worth more than 100 human lives. And yet these are the same people who are forcing themselves to lead us in contraption Nigeria. Bodejo, who had earlier claimed Fulani have no particular settlement because they own every land in the country, insisted that the cows are to them as brother as to someone else. He said cows don't live in cities. Therefore, Abuja or Lagos are useless to a Fulani unless the cities are converted into grazing fields for their cows. Are you listening, one Nigeria people? Are you listening? I hope you are listening. I hope you are listening. Bodejo made a statement while responding to questions in an interview with the Daily Sun. Asked why Fulanis prefer forests over cities. He said, we don't need cities or towns. If you dash us FCT Abuja or City of Lagos, we won't have anything to do with it. We want a place where we can continue to practice our age-long culture of cattle rearing. We inherited it from our forefathers and it will continue till the end of the world. Go and read it. This is Orishirishi. You don't see? Unadu well, this is your one Nigeria, and this is the head of Miyetelao. You see? Yeah, let me see. Yeah, national president of Miyetelao, Kautal Hore Bello Abdullahi Bodejo, is telling you that your life as a southerner is worth less. That to him, one cow is worth more than 100 human lives. And you still believe in one Nigeria. Okay. If anybody wants to call in and have a quick chat about this before I wrap up, because I think we've been good here now a good while now. Let me just see how long we've been doing here. I want to check it. 2 hours. We've just gone past the 2 hour mark. You know, if you have a reason, if you're going to call in and tell us why 1 cow is worth 100 southern lives. Call in and tell us. We want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. If you support this, call in and tell us why 1 cow should be worth 100 southern lives. Call in. Let us hear your reason. We want to understand and see your reasoning for making this kind of statement. And I hope that people seeing this can understand why we cannot support one Nigeria. They will never, with this kind of statement, never expect the constitution, the decree 24 of 1999 to be removed. They don't want it. This is not something we agreed to. They know that if they remove it, they're finished. That we will do what we need to do. We will send them packing. And that is why we have to go for Yoruba Nation now, Biafra Nation now, Middle Belt Nation now. God bless Biafra Nation. God bless Yoruba Nation. God bless Middle Belt Nation. R.I.P. One Nigeria. This man is telling you that you as a southerner, it will take 100 lives of southerners to match the life of 1 cow. You heard it there. It is in black and white. It is on Citizen AY. You can see it. You can read it. You can see. This is not something you can dispute. If you ask, when you see me come on air, this is why I am so exercised. We cannot be in the same country. Let us split apart and go. There is no ifs or buts about this. We simply must break apart. We have to. This is gone on long enough. I mean, I'm struggling to even find the words to even, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. For somebody to write and say to a Fulani, a cow may not be much to other Nigerians, but to a Fulani, it is worth more than 100 human lives. But yet you tell us that we are one. Tell me how we are all equal. If you, as a Fulani man, believe that the life of a southerner is worth is not worth that of a cow. To even make the comparison about a cow and a human being, shows the level of depravity in the mind of these people, and why we should not be in the same nation. We should not be in the same nation. And they are guests in our land. They are guests. They know it. It is time all of us know it. This should be something that all of us should be horrified about. We shouldn't be silent about this. In black and white, he says, a cow may not mean much to other Nigerians, but to Fulani it is worth more than 100 human lives. But yet you, in our own land, why? If that's the case, what are you doing on our land? Go to the Fula area that you come from. Stay away from Yoruba land. Stay away from Middle Belt land. Stay away from Biafran land. Go and do that in the north where you are. We don't want it. You cannot impose this on us. The same people talking about cows having worth 100 lives of us wants to take our land, and we are supposed to be quiet. This is why we cannot be silent. I'm asking you, please support us. I've put account numbers in there. Give whatever you can. I'll put in the Yoruba Rescue Fund as well. Let me see if I can get that up as well as I'm speaking to you. Look, enough of the talking. Let's take action to free ourselves. We are in bondage. And this is somebody, Meyeti Allah has got the support of the government. Egbon Babs that I've spoke before, I should answer this one, but he won't answer. He won't be able to answer it, because the facts speak for themselves. The facts, they speak for themselves, that it is totally unacceptable that somebody can equate that the life of a southerner is worth only 100 southerners is only worth one cow. No cow is worth a single life. That's the first thing to say. No cow is worth one single life. And this is what we need. This is what we must all speak up and stand up and shout and decide. Never accept that nonsense. Never accept that nonsense. We must never accept that nonsense. It is an injustice. It is why we come out every day and talk about going for Yoruba nation. We cannot be in the same nation with somebody that says that your life as a southerner is worth nothing. It's worth less than that of a cow. We can't be in the same nation. We can't. So ladies and gentlemen, wow, I'm more impassioned than ever. I'm not going to accept that nonsense. Neither should you. I'm putting in the Yoruba Rescue Fund. Please donate what you can. Very, very important. I'm truly grateful for the time you spent with me on this platform. I'm grateful and I appreciate you. But what I'm leaving you with this comment of this guy, this Bello Abdullah Bodejo, whatever they call his name, saying that a cow may not mean more to us, but to a Fulani man it is worth more than 100 human lives. And let them go and have that. Stop eating cow meat. If they are telling you the cow is worth more than 100 human lives, let them keep that in the north. So yeah. We're in bondage. Thank you. Vivian. We're in bondage. And these are things, and somebody will come and tell you to every church go to church on Sunday. Is it church we need or mosque we need on Fridays? Is that, or do we need to face this straight away? We need to face this head on. So in closing, I thank you all for watching. I'm probably going to wrap it up here. I don't have, I'll probably come up with other things that we will do later on, but we need to protect ourselves. But like I said, you see the dates. June 12 is a very important date. Ogun State, we're having a rally. We'll have Trafalgar Square, then to Downing Street on the same day. In Italy, there will be protests. In US, there will be protests. In Canada, there will be protests. And as and when we get other locations, we will let you know. But it's very important that we continue to speak truth to power. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching. I thank you for joining Citizen AY and of course on the Oduduwa TV radio platform. We will continue to speak truth to power. We need to continue to raise the awareness, protection of our people. The people have Thank you very much, Edith Enyoma Okonkwo. We need our people to be able to defend themselves. Please, those of us, spread this message. Make sure that people get their own virtual private network and download the necessary software to be able to stay hidden and so that they're in secret, so that the phone doesn't get tracked. The government is going to shut down phone lines and everything in the coming days. We are getting that information, and that people should be aware. We need people, vigilantes, all across the south and the villages and the towns. We need vigilantes protecting people. You saw the video I posted yesterday of the man, 8 o'clock in the morning, going to Ajah or something, and they were shot and they had to reverse and run. They had to. He was lucky to escape, but other cars and people were not so lucky. I'll be looking out for the videos of that incident. The attacks that we'll be hearing of them are becoming in Elisha, and there will be no doubt other attacks that we don't even know of that are happening as we speak. So please, I urge you once again, dip your hands into your pocket, donate what you can. We are going to be making phone calls to help and assist those who are working off their own backs. Many of them often on their own backs to protect and save lives. So the least we can ask you to do is to at least help us, provide the funds, and we will forward that. Make sure, if you can, we're looking for used vehicles so that we can ferry people around and be able to get to things. Motorcycles, walkie-talkies. We need a whole lot of things. We're even looking at things whereby medical facilities, which is that would be. We'll explain that later on, and there'll be other things happening. But in the meantime, please donate what you can. I urge you all, donate what you can. This is of the utmost importance. We are at war. In the end, we are at war. If you notice what they were trying to do, they were playing a game. They are killing us and they're telling us everything is okay. They're trying to give a sense of everything, normality, and there's nothing normal about not having roads, water, light, school, bridges, healthcare. There's nothing normal about it. It is abnormal, and we shouldn't accept it. There's nothing normal about Fulanis being given guns to go and kill Southerners all over the south and expect us to be and say they say there's nothing is wrong. We need to stand up and defend ourselves, protect our land, and make sure that the coming generation will secure a better future for them by standing up. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'll be back later on with more updates. Thank you and goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, sorry, something has happened here. Okay, thanks for those of you on YouTube. Once again, we thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back later on. Thank you and goodbye.